Hi guys, today we reconvene at this afternoon just so that we can talk about the squad that has been selected for the Australia tour. Obviously, let's talk first thing about the major change that has happened is Rohit Sharma has not been retained as the captain. The last match that he played as a captain was the India versus New Zealand final in the Champions Trophy, and under him we won the tournament. Now it's gonna be a different captain. We are gonna have Shubman Gill as the captain of India going forward, and he'll also be leading the team in the 2027 ODI World Cup. So, what do you make of this decision, Krishna?
I think it's a decision they've kept in mind the future as well. I think with 2027 World Cup around the corner, they are giving Gill the time to settle in. And, with Rohit's age, you never know when he'll lose his form. You did tell me that he's become a little fitter, but we need to. At that particular age, and Rohit has also never been as consistent as, say, Kohli has been. He's been given those power play quick starts. He's not played like a long innings. I don't
Hmm.
remember the last time he played a good innings that lasted till the 40th over. Probably maybe in the World Cup 2023 World Cup against England. That's the last time I remember him playing a long innings. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, I think they are not placing too much faith on his form, and so yeah, I think it's a good decision to have taken Gill and groom him well for the World Cup as well.
Ryan, what are your views?
Could have been done sooner, is what I feel. If you are not having Rohit as a part of your 2027 World Cup vision, then this decision could have been taken a little earlier, is what I believe. Uh, but still, better late than never. They definitely want Shubman Gill to, lead India in all the formats. I think that is their plan, long-term vision going forward. Because see, Surya Kumar, even though he's doing a good job, he is 35. I don't know how long he'll be able to play T20s and carry on his form. But they want to see Shubman Gill become the captain for all formats. Uh, See, Rohit Sharma, the batter, I think I agree with Krishna on that point. He has been up and down. I don't know how they will, make him exit the squad for the 2027 World Cup. Uh, but yeah, that's a topic for another day. But yeah, happy for Shubman Gill to become the captain.
And like the question is for both of you. How much influence do you think would Gautam Gambhir have on this decision?
I believe major. I think it's because of him that Shubman is the captain. I think his long-term vision, as I mentioned earlier, would be to have a captain that will lead all the formats. So I think his role has been major for Shubman Gill becoming the captain.
And also there
Yeah, I
has
kind of
been.
agree because ever since
Yeah, go on, go on.
no, I kind of agree because ever since Gautam Gambhir has come in, there's been a lot of churn. He's tried to push out a lot of seniors in all formats, and I very much disagreed with Gill coming into the T20 team in itself when he was made the T20 vice captain. So I feel that Ajit Agarkar, and the rest of the selectors really want Gill to be the face of India's leadership for the next 7, 8 years at least. So I think Gautam Gambhir has a big role to play in this.
And what was also good to see was Virat Kohli also returns to the ODI setup. What are your expectations from him in this ODI series? Because obviously the team is going under transition, and I think Gill is more closely related to Kohli than to Rohit, so he would bank on Kohli and his advice a lot. So what do you think? Like should be your expectations from Kohli in the series? Because he's obviously, I'm assuming,
I
gonna
think
play the ODI World Cup.
yeah, I think Kohli's look, I've never doubted Kohli's abilities in ODIs. I think he's faced his issues with Test cricket. He's faced some issues with his strike rate in T20 cricket. But ODIs has always been a format where he has been the bank for India, the run bank for India. And I think they'll continue. We may be in transition, but I think the tactics would be continued from the World Cup, where we'll see Rohit and whoever opens with him, if it's Gill or Yashasvi, we'll see them go off to a very quick start in the first 10 for 10 15 overs, and then Virat will play at a strike rate of around 80 to 100 and build the innings from there and try to play till the end. I think that template will not change, and I think Virat will still be one of the highest run getters in the series.
Okay. Other two important calls that were taken, one was Shreyas Iyer being elevated to the vice captaincy position, and other was the exclusion of Ravindra Jadeja. Despite all his batting performances in India and in England, he won a man of the match today as well. But irrespective of his performance, he was excluded. We don't know the reasons for that, but Axar Patel has been included in place of him. Your views on that call, on both of these calls?
It's a little harsh on Jadeja, even though he's performing in all the formats that he plays. Uh, they really want Akshar Patel to kind of replace him and do the same job that Ravindra Jadeja did for the Indian team. It's a very like to like replacement, I would say. Uh, but it's a hard call for Jadeja. He's aging, but Akshar Patel also brings in the element of the leadership group that we have spoken about previously. They somehow want to groom him into that vice captaincy role, so that when India go on to tour somebody like a Zimbabwe or an
Mhm.
Ireland, they could make Akshar Patel the captain and give him that responsibility at the top. One more thing with Akshar Patel is that he is much more flexible with his batting. So you can float him around unlike a Jadeja, because Jadeja is more of a 6-7 batter, whereas for with Akshar Patel you could probably switch him at 4-5 depending on the game situation. But yeah, they are looking at Akshar Patel for the future.
Interesting. And what is your opinion on Shreyas Iyer being the vice captain, Krishna?
I think it's well deserved. I think he's been one of the most consistent performers over the past 3 years in ODI cricket, at least. It was baffling to hear before the Champions League, the Champions Trophy started that, he wasn't in the starting 11, and Virat's injury is the reason why he played that first opening game. So it was very baffling to hear that. So I'm very happy for him, and I think it's a deserved elevation for Shreyas Iyer. I think he's proven his leadership quality with, in his
Punjab.
IPL tenure and other white ball tournaments that he's played. So very happy for him. I think he'll play a very key role as again in batting. I just hope he looks better while playing the short balls in Australia rather than dancing.
Okay, I am just hearing that Ajit Agarkar has clarified that Ravindra Jadeja is in their long-term plans, but it was only possible to fit in one left-arm spinner for the Australia series. And in this series, they want to maintain the balance with Washington Sundar and Kuldeep Yadav. So I think that instead of Akshar Patel, Washington Sundar just might get the nod. And since it's a short three-match series, they are just trying and testing, and maybe it's gonna be a call between Akshar Patel and Washington Sundar to be the third spinner. And Jadeja maintains his position. Let's see. But let's talk about Hardik Pandya not being present, how big a void that leaves in, because you obviously will have to bring in a sixth bowling all rounder or someone or whatever. It depends on the team management. So Nitish Kumar is the replacement. But let's not talk about Hardik for a moment and talk about the fast bowler. Sorry. Jasprit Bumrah is not there in the ODI setup for this series. You have Mohammad Siraj making a comeback. You have Prasidh Krishna, you have Harshit Rana, and you have Arshdeep Singh. Who do you field? Interesting calls.
I think Arshdeep Siraj definitely make it, and the obsession of Harshit Rana continues even after his mediocre performances. So even though we don't want him in this squad, but somehow Gautam Gambhir has a likeness towards him, so you will see him. I'm actually
Correct.
disappointed not to see Mohammad Shami there, but he is dealing with his fitness issues. Speaking of Hardik Pandya, as you said, that see he is injury prone, we all know it. So grooming in Nitish Kumar Reddy for this series would be a good step for the World Cup 2027. Just one point that I wanted to make is that there is no Varun Chakravarti in this side, which is a
Correct.
little surprising to me because I think in the Champions Trophy he was by far the best bowlers. So him not being there is quite a miss. But the fast bowling battery has to improve if you are looking at ODI World Cup 2027.
Rehan, in follow-up to what you said for Varun Chakravarti, I'd just like to point out something, and then I'll ask a question to Krishna. The ODI World Cup schedule for 2027 is in South Africa, and we don't have many ODIs left in between them to play in conditions like that. And Australia offers pacey, bouncy wickets just like South Africa. So I think it was important for India to not play three spinners in their playing 11 just like they did in the Champions Trophy, where the conditions are obviously conducive to spin. And hence, I think the decision to leave out Varun Chakravarti because he offers only one element, that is spin. And I think Kuldeep Yadav very explicitly showed in the Asia Cup that he is a better bowler than Varun Chakravarti. Obviously, with the extra element of the wrist spinner involved and one finger spinner allowed, if two spinners are there, then I do. There's no need of carrying Varun Chakravarti. Your third spinner could be a person who gives you more variety with the bat. Krishna, follow up to that, just as Rehan mentioned that in the Champions Trophy we had three spinners, and this time around we'll have three pace bowlers bowling in South Africa along with Hardik. So what's your balance? Like obviously Bumrah comes back, he's there. Siraj, either one of Siraj or Rajdeep is there. Then who do you pick as your third fast bowler? Do you go in with Harshit Rana to give you some extra batting depth, or you go out with an all-in pacer?
You're looking at Harshit Rana for his batting depth. I think that's a very bad way to start looking at it. And I have a very bad feeling that that's what Gautam Gambhir is looking at too.
Correct.
Because his bowling has not really impressed a lot of people, and he still somehow makes the cuts into all the squads. So there's clearly been some favoritism there. But I'm actually a little surprised that Bumrah isn't there. I would have much rather liked him to play this series than the West Indies series at home. To be
Correct.
honest, I think uh, we would have easily put West Indies aside even without Bumrah. And going to away to Australia is always, it's a lot more intense of a series for us, and it's a bigger matter of pride. So I would have liked Bumrah to play the Australia series. But coming back to your question, I think Siraj and Arshdeep will definitely play. And I would rather see Prasidh be the third pacer if Bumrah is not playing rather than Harshit Rana, because Prasidh offers a consistent 140 plus pace as well, which is important in Australia. Harshit Rana taking the pace off or whatever, I don't know, whatever he does. Uh, I mean, I would prefer to see Prasidh Krishna, even though he's slightly more expensive.
So Rehan, what is your ideal playing 11 for this series in Australia?
I would go for the same. I would say Rohit and Gill opening. Jaiswal, tough on him to miss out, but he will be sitting out. Kohli 3, Shreyas 4. I think KL will play at 5. Then you'll probably have Akshar at 6. Nitish at 7, or Akshar at 7, Nitish at 6. Either way, I think they would want that fast bowling all rounder. I think that particular slot will be taken. So that gives you one pacer, one spinner in terms of all rounders, and then three pacers will be Arshdeep, Prasidh, Siraj, and Kuldeep.
Interesting. My playing 11 would be a bit different. Obviously, the top five pick themselves. I'm not repeating them. Number six would be Akshar Patel. Number seven would be Washington Sundar, and number eight would be Harshit Rana. I'm just choosing Harshit Rana because I want this series to be a competition between Washington Sundar and Akshar Patel to have that third spinner slot, and hence I'm to long in the batting. I'm choosing Harshit Rana at 8, Kuldeep at 9, and then Arshdeep and Siraj. This way, I have three spinners, two batting all rounders, and then two fast bowlers and one batting all rounder fast bowler in Harshit Rana. So this is the playing 11 for me. Let's see. Let's wait and watch. What are your predictions for the series? Top wicket taker from India, top run scorer from India, and scoreline for the series.
Gill to be the highest scorer, Kuldeep highest wicket taker,
Mhm.
and I don't know. I have a feeling that Australia might win.
Okay, Krishna.
I agree with the final series with Rehan. I think we'll lose it 2-1. I think the highest run scorer for India will be Virat Kohli, and the highest wicket taker will probably be one of the pacers. I think Prasidh will stat pad a few wickets at the death. So I would go for Prasidh.
Interesting. I think India will win 3-0. The squad for Australia has
Damn.
not been the squad for Australia has not been picked yet, but I there is no Pat Cummins for sure, and Mitchell Marsh is as poor as a captain can ever get for Australia. So yeah, because of that, I think India will win 3-0. And my highest run scorer would be Rohit Sharma. Highest wicket taker would be Mohammad Siraj. Bold predictions, man. Bold predictions. But at least, if not 3-0, I think India will win 2-1 because there is no Smith, there is no Maxwell. They both have taken retirement from ODIs. Manas Labuschagne is not in form. Travis Head and this guy, Mitchell Marsh, just open. So there's no real consistency in the middle order, but it'll be important to see how they play. And I think South Africa also blanked them 2-1 at home. So I think it's safe to assume that a strong India team can at least dream of winning 3-0 in Australia. I don't think
Yeah, not a bad prediction, not a bad call at all.